Hey everyone. Before we start the video, I just want to let you know my voice is kind of hoarse. Um, I'm recovering from a case of bronchitis, so I don't really sound like how I usually do. I like to think I have a little higher pitched voice than this, but I know I sound terrible. But I kind of wanted to record this video to get my thoughts out. Anyway, let's start. Today I want to talk about how fans truly handle their bias or their favorite artists. Um, how they handle that they're not good people. Like for me, and this is probably just going to be a very personal anecdote, because I've always wanted to talk about this because sometimes it does feel like you're going through the stages of grief when you are dealing with someone that you admire, you look up to, maybe you're even attracted to. It's just not a good person. Um, it hurts. I know it hurts a lot. I have had a few artists that I looked up to, spent a lot of money on supporting, just so I could say I was a part of their fandom, that I was a true fan. And they just turned out to be just the absolute opposite of what I believe in. It really does like hit you. It makes you feel like you're seeing them differently for the first time ever. And I was dealing with that recently with a certain part of my own fandom. We all know, if you know, you know. And I was just thinking, like, how does that feel to just absolutely see the person that you look up to, they represent you in a way, and they're just terrible opposite of whatever. And it's just like, in a way, you could double down and defend your favorite artist. I know I have done that before, but then it's just like, sometimes you have to like step back and like think about, like, do you really want to be attached to someone who basically is the opposite of who you are just because you admire them? Um, like, I feel like too many people give the people that they admire um, too many opportunities to just act a fool. And then, yeah, we could go the route and say, like, try to educate them. But what if your favorite doesn't want to, and then in return, people in your own fandom are like, throwing tomatoes and bricks at you? Like, what do you do? Do you like, you know, try to like be okay with it? Do you stomach that feeling? Do you sit in discomfort? Or do you just like maybe start examining almost everything that they ever done and start second guessing their intentions? It's just, I just feel like there's a lot of people doing that right now, and some people are doubling down, like I would have probably did a couple years ago, when I was a bit younger and a bit more foolish. But are people maybe analyzing? So for a personal anecdote, I was a really big fan of Chris from EXO. Um, I thought he was like the coolest thing ever, whatever, whatever. And then a few years later, like, he's just a trash bag, a trash man. Throw the whole man away. Um, and it's just like so sad because I remember when the Super Bowl happened, I traveled to see him play in America. I traveled, and the fact that I had did that, I wrote so many just fan fictions about the guy, and he's just a terrible person. And it just makes me feel like the person I grew up admiring. Yeah, I guess I just dated myself. Growing up and was a big part of my high school life, and then he's just gross, disgusting. I would never ever. And it makes me think, like, yeah, now I find him disgusting, but would I have found him disgusting a few years ago? Would I be like slut shaming the girls that he hurt? Would I be that kind of person right now if I didn't grow up? You know? Would I be protesting his arrest? And it just makes me think, like, how scary and how I would look at that person, like me, if I like wasn't me. I'd be like, ew, you're disgusting. Why? How could you ever do that? And the fact that I could see how easy it is, especially since you adore and like that person. and you want to support them deeply, and it just like puts you in a state of denial. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was skeptical when it all happened, but then I just realized that I have been in a situation similar and I didn't want to be supporting someone. And then when it turned out to be true, I was so relieved that I didn't like go with my knee jerk reaction. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about this really briefly. I wanted to see how everybody felt like that. Sorry, excuse the sniffling and the bad voice. I'm just recovering from being sick. But I really wanted to talk about this, and I just want to know how everyone's feeling. Like, if you're going through something similar, just know that it's okay to be hurt by someone, and it's okay to like feel betrayed, you know? Because it's like these celebrities do parasocial things because that's how they make their money. And if they didn't do that and have us foolishly believing in them, believing in their craft, their work, their music, or what have you, then they wouldn't be making money. But yeah, anyway, this video is going on way too long. I never planned on making this video to be 6 or 7 minutes. So, anyway, I just want to say, it's okay. And to my Luminias, what do you guys think of the mess that's going on? I will be talking about this later. I just want a little bit more time to process this. Anyway, see you later. Later.